I think the first impact is just impact by example. These alternative legal service providers are growing at enormous rates and much faster than any traditional law firms are able to achieve, even through kind of inorganic growth through acquisition and merger. Colossal, in some cases, triple, four-digit growth rates every year. So that's the first impact, is it's raising the expectations of growth in the market, raising the benchmark for performance. In terms of impact on existing firms' revenue, I do think at the moment that impact is limited. Although the alternative providers are growing at enormous rates, it's from a low base. So at the moment, they aren't at risk of stealing too much of the lunch, the big players. There's not too much cannibalization. They're not going up for the same kinds of mandates as the very large traditional firms. There actually may be more competition for revenue in the middle of the market, outside of the very large firms who've got very well-established practices. In more the kind of mid-market, that's where I think alternative providers can compete and can win revenue a bit more effectively. But really, I think the main impact of these new entrants on the market is on the people side rather than the revenue side. I think it makes it much harder to retain your staff as a traditional firm. But fundamentally, they're very attractive places to work, particularly for kind of mid-tenure lawyers, so just below the partner level. You can be slogging away, working 100-hour weeks in your large firm, and not see the path to partnership potentially, not see the rewards that you deserve from your efforts. And these alternative providers allow you to share some of that and give you a platform to build your own business and retain your own revenue. There's also, they're remote first, they're flexible first, much easier to fit around, life, the patterns of life. Particularly, I think we see a lot of new parents coming back from maternity leave. It's a very attractive proposition, allowing you to work flexibly. So the large firms and the incumbent firms are having to respond more on that people retention side than on the revenue and the business side at the moment. So they need to introduce remote working options for people, flexible working options taken much more seriously. And I think we're seeing some review of remuneration, particularly in that level just below partner level, where actually you can retain more of the money that you bring to the business, and a recognition that they're some of the top performers in the firm and they need to be looked after to be retained.